Good afternoon, stackers. Tassie Stacker with you here on the coin carpet. Now, today we're going to be looking at some much older coins than the coins I showed you yesterday. Now, the first one's a bit of an enigma, and I might even have to throw it up on Metals Mafia because I'm not an expert in this particular type of coin, but we'll bring it into focus here. So here we go. Alright, so if we focus. There we go. Okay, so this is a Hildensheim 1697 1/24 Thaler. Now, on the Numista rating, Numista rarity scale, it's about a 90. Okay, so you got HL, which is there and there in the Hildensheim. Now this is where it gets weird. Did you notice the orientation? Let's just look at that again. So, straight up. Okay. So, bearing in mind that this is a very rare coin to start with, the fact that it's an error coin because the orientation of the back is off 90 degrees. Now, I've done about 3 to 5 hours of research on this today, and so far I have not managed to find anything at all on the interwebs about an error coin for this particular coin. So, I mean, again, you can see it's just really, really weird. Yeah, look, it could be worth $10. It could be worth $2,000. I have no way of knowing. Anyway, that's just the first coin in this. So we'll look at the next one. Now we're looking at these according to their age. Okay, so the next one, and this is one of my favorites. This is a 1721 2 real from Seville, Spain. Okay, Philippus the Fifth, or Philip the Fifth. So there's the S for Seville, and there's the 2 for 2 real. That's a really, really nice 2 real. I really like these older Spanish coins. Interesting thing about this coin is if you notice at the top is actually bending towards you, and if you look at this is actually looking away from you. Somebody at some point has stuck this thing in their teeth and bent it to make sure it was silver. So that's pretty cool. That's got a nice, unique, story behind it. I really like that one. Now, the next one is another German States coin. This is an 8 shilling. It's from 1730. These are not antlers. Those are palm fronds. At first, I thought they were antlers. And you turn it over, and you go, okay, why did they do a tree of life? And then you realize it's a 2-headed eagle. That's a really nice older coin, too. I really like that one. I'm not particularly attached to German States coins. They're just very nice older coins and in pretty good condition considering their age. Now, I showed you this one yesterday. This is a 1 real Mexico 1778. Now here's another 2 real. This one is a Carlos III, no, fourth, 1793. Mint mark is ME, which is Lima, Peru. Mexico is always MO. Whether the O is above the M or off to one side, or on very, very rare occasions, just an M by itself. But that's another real. I like the old Spanish coins. And again, I think a friend pointed out on my last vid, the reason that people go nuts over reals is because for many, many years they were the standard in banking because the Spanish authorities were so very stringent about the regulation of these things, like how much it weighed. I mean, that's why you've got, assayer's marks there. I and J would be the assayer, and that's the person who guarantees that this coin is genuine. It is made from silver, and it is a product of the Spanish Empire. And then the last one. Well, actually, not quite the last one, is a 1897 8 real from Mexico, Cap and Ray, which I showed you yesterday. And that's a nice little coin. And now the last one on this list is, okay, so here's a 1780 Thaler restrike. Okay, there's a cajillion of these things, but if you do your research, you can find things out. Like you see here where it says dot and then X. Now, depending on the restrike and when it was made, you can actually narrow this coin down to a particular mint in a particular year. This is, I think, a Hafner 49A, which means it was minted between 1860 and 1900, I think, if I'm correct. And there's a number of things on this coin that actually point to that. And I could point them all out, but believe me, it would take forever, so we'll just glance over it. So, yeah, the brooch and the number of pearls, the orientation of the crown, the edge lettering, and the position of the feathers, the length of the feathers pointing towards particular letters in the group, and so forth and so on. So, yeah, that one's about 1860 to 1900, or I think 1890 or something like that. So turns out that this $25 coin is probably worth closer to about $100, or somewhere between 60 and 90 or something like that. But yeah, no, it's not a bad little bit of research. But if anybody knows anything about these, is more of an expert than I am, and considering that in all the research I did with this morning for about 3 to 5 hours, I could not find a single notation of an error about this particular coin. So I have no idea. But anyway, somebody out there might know. And thank you very much for watching. I'm 7 minutes. Oh, bloody hell, I'm going on too long. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. As always, rate, subscribe, and comment down below. And thank you, and have a good day. Bye.